our weekend is going to start warm and windy, and then once this cold front moves through, we're going to be much cooler into the early portions of next week, and even some portions of our area could see some snowfall. So let's track what this system does for us here in southern Colorado. For now, while we're waiting on that system to move in, we'll have strong jet stream winds, and we're going to see those westerly winds downslope off the mountains, leading to warm temperatures. So this morning, it's even quite mild, 40s and 50s out there. And this afternoon, over 10 degrees above average, up to the 60s, 70s, and even a couple 80s, like in La Junta and Lamar today. High of 76 in the Springs and 78 in Pueblo. So we are weather alert because we have red flag warnings in place. We do have that concern that any fires across the region would spread rapidly today because we are warm, windy, and dry. And it's fall, so our fuels have dried out. Fuels meaning leaves, grasses, shrubs. So we have those red flag warnings in place along the I-25 corridor into the eastern plains. And I'm actually going to switch the graphic over to tomorrow. Not a whole lot of change in where the red flag warnings are in place for us. The timing's just a little different. Goes until 8 o'clock instead of 7. So just know today, tomorrow, quite windy with that high fire danger. Now the winds today are going to be breezy in the plains, gusty at times. Most of our region 20 to 30 mile per hour gusts today. The mountains could definitely see 40 mile per hour gusts in that red hue, but it's just going to be too humid to prompt red flag warnings there. Now, looking at our overnight hours, strong jet stream moves overhead, and Rye, La Veta, Walsenburg gusting 50 to 60 miles per hour already by 2 a.m. And those strong winds on Sunday will start to expand across the region, gusting 40 to 60 miles per hour. Isolated gusts in mostly Huerfano County and western Los Animas County could get up to 70 miles per hour. So Sunday's the day that especially our north-south oriented roads are going to be very tough for travel, especially for high-profile vehicles. So tractor trailers, RVs, your U-Haul truck. Now we do have high wind alerts in place in the yellow counties and zones. That's where we could potentially see those 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts. Notice this goes into effect very early, 3 a.m. tonight till 6 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So on the cold side of this system, Arapahoe Basin is ready for one lift to open on Sunday, but they're making snow. They're banking on a couple more inches of natural snow to fall. So let's plan out the precipitation across the state. Now we'll start with even some thunderstorm activity tonight, and that will switch over to snowfall in the mountains. If you are traveling to the mountains, you will need to winterize your vehicle and have some supplies because we are definitely going to see heavy snowfall and extreme winds in the mountains, and that will cause very low visibility. Now, I do want to take you even into Monday because that's where we could see just a little bit of precipitation here locally, maybe a wintry mix for us. And that's about it. We're not expecting a ton of activity. Our mountains, though, definitely getting in on that big snowfall, first big storm of the season. So we have the strong winds today, tomorrow. Then Monday, that's the day you'll definitely notice the difference. We're dropping down to a high of 50, a couple hard freezes in the overnight hours. For Pueblo, I bumped you up to a 4 out of 5 on the impact scale because of that high wind warning. High wind warnings we always want to take seriously around here. They can definitely cause some issues here in southern Colorado. They can cause some damage, flipped semis, or we could have some tree branches falling. We could have some fences being damaged. So just want to alert you to that wind potential. Then we are going to see that big cool down for Canyon City as well. We're going to stay cooler into the week. For Woodland Park, I do have a snow mention for you. Sunday night, you might wake up to a dusting by Monday morning.
And Alex, I know you'll be very busy, not just this morning, but throughout the weekend between that wind and then potential for snow in the high country there.
It's a typical fall storm in Colorado. Gives us a whole lot of everything.